Good morning, guys. Today I'm heading to New York City, Queens, New York, to go to Citi Field to go watch the Mets play the Reds at 4:10 today. But there's a very specific reason why I'm going today: to see my all-time favorite Met, David Wright, get his number raised to the rafters. This is going to be an emotional day. So the reason why David Wright is my all-time favorite Met is because I really started getting into baseball 2004 when I started really watching the Mets. That so happens to be the year that David Wright got called up, and ever since he got called up, I've just been a huge fan of him. He leads the Mets in so many categories. He is a great Met. He's just so well deserving that he's getting his number retired, and I just couldn't miss this day. All right, we made it to Citi Field for David Wright Day. Let's do this. Been looking forward to this day for a very long time. Look at that. Oh my goodness, we are inside. Here we go. Look at the beautiful field. All about number 5, David Wright. Here are our seats, section 512. So right next to Darryl Strawberry is where David Wright's going to be going, on the left-hand side of Darryl Strawberry, where the Mets logo is currently covering. And check out these amazing seats. Look at this. Wow. Citi Field is all ready for David Wright. Simply amazing. Getting the ceremony all set up and ready to go. Look at that, they just put this tarp down over here at home plate. I love it.
Good afternoon and welcome to Citi Field, where today the New York Mets retire the captain, David Wright's We ask that you please direct your attention to the field and welcome our Master of Ceremonies, a member of the Mets Hall of Fame,
Thank you so much. And welcome to one of the most anticipated and happiest occasions, not only in the 17-year history of Mets baseball here at Citi Field, but in the entire 64 years that the Mets have been in business. Who knew? When the Mets selected an 18-year-old from Virginia with a 38th overall pick in the 2001 draft. Joining us on the field for today's ceremony, please welcome the owners of your New York Mets. And Mets manager, Mets PR legend, a one-time director, and one of David's closest friends, and welcome since 1980, Jay Horowitz. Long-time visiting clubhouse manager, Tony Carrillo. Tony's sister, Karen Bergazzi. we continue by welcoming David's loved ones. David's father, Ron Wright. And as we can all attest, they did one heck of a job. David's children, Brooks, Olivia, Madison, and David's wife, Molly. Now, teammates and friends from David's career. One of David's very best friends, longtime Mets bullpen catcher, David Wright. David's longtime agent and former Mets infielder, Keith Miller. Mets Hall of Famer. From Southern California, former Met Josh Sutton. Longtime friend and later teammate. Nice. Now, describing David Wright as a 7-time All-Star, a 2-time Gold Glove, and 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner, that only scratches the surface. We're thrilled to celebrate all that David achieved on the field for the Mets, but even more important is how he impacted people. He was always available to meet his fans, and if someone was in particular need, David would go above and beyond. We all rooted so hard for him to recover from his various physical challenges, and that's why his home run in 2015 in Philadelphia, in his first plate appearance, in his first game back after a grueling 4-month rehab, remains one of the all-time goosebump-inducing moments in the history of the Mets. The captain was back, and 2 months later, he and the Mets were in the World Series. And you might recall that David homered right here in Game 3. Such wonderful memories. So at this time, we ask you to please turn your attention to the Citi Vision boards and enjoy this very special tribute to the man we honor today.
Hi, this is David Wright. I've kind of tried to make this my second home in New York. I'm originally from Virginia, but New Yorkers have welcomed me with open arms. That's what New York baseball is all about. It's the greatest stage to perform on.
David Wright does it for the first time in the big leagues.
You ever watch a man walk into a room and everything gets quiet? It's because there's a weight to him, a presence. What if I told you a story that begins with that same man and how he exited?
And the captain is heading off for one final time.
Walking out to a thunderous wall of noise, love in every decibel.
This is love.
A foundation built over time, poured into the red clay dirt fields of Virginia, where sweat met soil and discipline took root. Mentors passed down to him unwritten rules, how every inning has a heartbeat.
When I look back on it, I hope to be half the parents that they were to me and my brothers. Really instilled this discipline and this work ethic.
2-2 to right. Hit in the air to center field. It's over his head.
He began to turn pitches into memories. And from the hot corner, he would rise like the skyline itself, snagging balls from the air. Connections became seamless, and these connections would become the rhythm and soul of an era, carrying memories from the walls of Shea to the bright lights of Citi. And of course, he would be the first to make the apple rise. He didn't ask for the torch. He earned it.
To my teammates, coaches, and staff, it's truly been an honor of a lifetime to take the field with you and serve as your captain.
His foundation became resilience. And in that process,
It's about this team, it's about the organization, the fan base, the city.
he became one of us. Because the grit he played with inspired us all.
That sounds good, the World Series.
In this town, legends aren't born. They're built.
I think I'll get to enjoy those accomplishments after I'm done playing because, you look at what you can do better, and I think that motivates you.
And number 5 was built differently.
I said it when I was a number player, and I'll say it again. I truly bleed orange and blue.
Fans, please welcome the captain, number 5, David Wright. Number retirement, David also will become the 35th person inducted into the Mets Hall of Fame, which celebrates franchise excellence. And so, to commemorate David's induction into the Mets Hall of Fame, we invite his wife Molly to come up and put David's Hall of Fame jacket on him. By the way, Brooks, Theo played his entire career right here in Queens. No player has more hits, RBIs, runs scored, or total bases in the history of the Mets. And today, it becomes official. No New York Met will ever wear the number 5, ever again. Fans, we ask that you please turn your attention to the retired numbers in left field, where David's iconic number 5 will live forever. Congratulations, David. And that's not rain. Those are tears of happiness and pride.
1-0 in extra innings. I drew a walk and popped out to the first baseman. Now that might not seem very memorable to most of you, but to me, that meant the world. That night, I fully realized the extent of the relationship I had developed with the city of New York, and in particular, this Mets fan base. Who stayed up way past their bedtime to cheer on their dad. I learned at a relatively young age that there is no magic pixie dust that you can just sprinkle on a kid and ta-da, magically become the third baseman for the New York Mets. Also in this support system, have 3 terrific younger brothers named Stephen, Matthew, and Daniel that challenge you every day to become the best role model you can be, and along the way, teach you how to compete in everything in life. Baseball, ping pong, wrestling, pizza eating, didn't matter, we were competing in it. Then surround yourself with friends that treat your successes the same way that they would treat their own. And along the way, understand that you will never have this game on or off stretches. And speaking of teammates and coaches, surround yourself with some of the best in the game. After that, find a continuation of that same structured support system with a wife named Molly that partners with you, that takes that same work ethic and goal-setting mentality into life after baseball, in particular parenting, all while becoming a very mediocre soccer, softball, and baseball coach to your 3 kids, Olivia, Madison, and Brooks. Kids, Olivia, Madison, and Brooks, often use the term for real life, when on occasion, they are telling the truth. Well, to borrow their term, this sure doesn't feel like for real life. Thank you so much for allowing me to live out my dream in front of you each night. I love you so much.
That's empty. It's over. It's over. No.
I'm just catching up.
We went to a game not too long ago.
Get down. Get down.
The shortstop,
Here is some of the merchandise that I got at the game, a David Wright captain t-shirt. Of course, you have to get a magnet. I even got the David Wright souvenir cup. I had to get this. Super awesome. And I got the hat with, of course, the number 5 on it. We got a 5 on it. I had to get the number 5 sign. This was an absolute must for me. And this is a captain cup. Amazing. And this shirt too. I love this one a lot because on the back has all of David Wright's achievements. Just simply amazing. So yeah, I definitely got a lot of merchandise at this game. An amazing time it was celebrating David Wright over at David Wright Day at Citi Field. Number 5 in the Raptors forever, and forever always a New York Met. My all-time favorite Met, and it was just so special to be at the ceremony seeing the captain get his number retired. What an amazing time it was. Unfortunately, another loss, but that's okay. You know, I was there mainly for David Wright, so it was just amazing to be at that ceremony and just experience it. It was just incredible. Amazing time, though. An amazing day. Very emotional, it was just a perfect day. If you guys are new here, please hit subscribe. Ring that bell notification to be notified whenever I upload a new video. This video is done. I'll see you guys in the next one.